2024 series is about a domineering mother from a lower class background who marries a wealthy man. The series explores the challenges she faces with her three daughters-in-law. As the mother took care of her three sons by doing all household chores herself, including making delicious favorite foods for them, her kids adored, admired and were highly obedient to their mother. Not only that, but she also flourished her jewelry business by her hardworking nature, and became a popular, rich and influential person in society. That gave her arrogance, and she started to believe that she could rule others by her attitude. Coming from a middle-class family and marrying an influential, rich Saeed family by love marriage, she was rejected by her in-laws. The brother-in-law hated her so much that he cut off all ties with his nephews, and considered them as low-class people because of their mother. The mother bared all that hatred, and being a single mother made no stone unturned to provide all facilities for her sons, for which they admired their mum immensely. When she decided to get her sons married, she made sure the girls come from middle-lower class family, so they would keep the knot of the marriage. There would be no room for them to go back, and hence her son's marriage would be durable. She also confesses this in the drama, that she always used to get durable stuff for her sons, and now similarly their wives, that would keep the marriage stable, strong and make it work at all cost, as there would be no way to go back to their parents' house. The second son liked a girl very much, and wanted to marry her. But, of course, he could not dare to ask his mother. The mother, who is extremely smart, gets the hint, and forces her son to get married to an orphan girl, who would remain in her control rather than her son's choice, who might not follow her instructions, and her majesty might be at stake. The orphan girl bears a lot from her husband, who marries again the girl of her choice secretly, but could not bear the living costs with her wife, as he was used to being pampered by her mother, and returns back home. The orphan girl whom he married tried to make the marriage work by pleasing the mother-in-law all the time, and serving her husband. She was about to be settled down, when they find out that the other wife of her husband is about to give birth to a son. The mother requests the girl to live with her, as she wanted her grandson to be in front of her eyes, whom she showered her immense love. The elder brother saw this as discrimination, as housewife gave birth to a daughter who was not valued at all. The orphan girl's life became very miserable now, as she had no place in the house except to live like a servant. The wife of the youngest son was influential because of her father's property and status, and helped the orphan girl to lead her life with respect, honor and dignity by helping her get a job, and giving her father's house to stay. Here, the writer gives the message that women should not lead a suppressed life, but struggle to lead a respectful life according to their own desires. The youngest daughter-in-law also gets the orphan girl married to her cousin, who likes and appreciates the orphan girl for what she is, and who was recently divorced. The story also outlines the mother's hatred for daughters being born in her family. She always boasts that her family only gives birth to sons, as daughters lead you down. Her arrogance is disliked by her elder son, whose wife gives birth to a daughter, and suffers immensely through that process. The youngest third son was her favorite, who she calls him hero. She somehow gets her revenge by getting her hero son married to her brother-in-law's only daughter. Despite the hatred of her brother-in-law, she traps his daughter to like her son, and gets her to marry her son behind her father's back. In the final episode, the mother, Noor Jahan, who had been left alone by her sons and daughters-in-law because of her arrogance, she finally realizes that she was wrong, and it was also because of her brother-in-law's hatred towards her that her personality had become mean, and led her to be revenging her insult all the time. At the end, she apologized to them through an audio message. All her sons and daughters-in-law accepted it wholeheartedly, forgave her, and reunited with Noor Jahan on her birthday September 15, 2024. Happy ending after all, and a strong message of not wasting time in taking revenge, rather forgiving to remove the burden from oneself and others. The end. Thanks for listening.